Anyway, I was like, whoa, that's kind of crazy. All right, so finding ourselves in our chair, preparing ourselves for our practice today, maybe sitting in the center of the chair so that our feet can be flat on the floor. And let's go ahead and begin by rolling our shoulders. So let's go and roll those shoulders out. Sit that up tall, roll those shoulders out. Trying not to sit up against the back of the chair yet, if that's available. Sometimes there's too much back pain, or sometimes you're not feeling well, you can use the back of the chair. Otherwise, challenging ourselves and staying away from the back of the chair to engage our core. Go ahead and roll that forward now. So rolling it the other way. Good. And then roll that back again. And roll that forward. Good, and then go ahead and release. Actually, let's go and shrug. So let's shrug our shoulders up to our ears. And then release that down. And shrug that up. And release that down. And shrug that up. And release that down. Let's take our left hand across to our right thigh. Right hand just beside us, or you can hold on to the side of the chair. Little tiny twist. So just the start of our spinal twisting, keeping our glutes flat onto that chair, keeping our feet flat onto the floor, and sitting up tall. We still want that really, really nice tall spine. Very good posture. So sitting that up, and we'll add in a breath here. So let's go ahead and inhale through the nose and exhale it out. And again, inhale it through the nose, if that's available, if you're not stuffy, and exhale it out. And go ahead and switch. So let's take our right hand to our left thigh, left hand just beside us. Holding onto that chair if you'd like, and just a little twist to this left side. And we'll add in that deep breath here. So deep inhale through the nose and exhale it out. And inhale it through the nose and exhale it out. Good. Bring that back to center. Roll our shoulders back and roll that forward. Let's add a sun breath. So let's add in our arms. Inhale and sweep this up and exhale it out. And again, inhale and sweep this up and exhale it out. Inhale and sweep this up. Drop our left hand to right thigh, right hand behind, and a bigger twist as we exhale right there. Good. Inhale to the center and bigger twist now to the left. Let's do that a few times each side. Inhale, sweep it up and twist it to the right as you exhale. Inhale it up and twist it to the left. Exhale. One more time each side. Inhale it up and exhale. And inhale and sweep and exhale. Good. Inhale and sweep it up. As we exhale, let's clasp our hands behind us, either clasping those hands or holding the back of the chair or holding a towel or your strap. If your hands can't touch, if your shoulders are tight, then feel free to use something to help you with that. But sitting ourselves up nice and tall, arms are behind us. Good, let's go ahead and turn that head looking to the right. And then turn that head looking to the left. Bring that head back to center, drop our chin to chest. And then lifting our head up center again. Bend at our elbows and shake that out. Inhale and sweep it up. And exhale it out. And inhale and sweep it up. Let's clasp our hands behind us again as we exhale. So either clasping or reaching for the back of the chair, or you've got that towel or strap. Opening those shoulders again, opening that chest again. Good. And let's look to the left this time. So looking to the left and then looking to the right. Head back to center, drop that chin to chest. And then eyes to sky. Let's do our chin to chest again, drop that chin to chest. And then eyes to sky. Bring our head to center. Now, this one might be a little, because our neck isn't quite warmed up yet, but drop that left ear, towards that left shoulder, and it may not go very far. That's okay. We'll stretch the neck a little bit more in a moment. Go ahead and bring that head back to center and drop that to the other side. So right ear to shoulder. Arms are still behind us. I can feel them. Good, bring that back to center, and then let's bend at our elbows and shake that out. Good, inhale and sweep this up, and exhale it. And one more time, inhale and sweep it up, and exhale. Very nice. All right, let's go ahead and look over to the right again. Maybe our chin can go a little bit further this time. So a little bit further over towards that shoulder. And then looking to the left. And again, think about maybe going a little bit further with that chin, but not bringing the shoulder to the chin, bringing the chin to the shoulder. And bring that back to center. Drop our right ear towards right shoulder. Head to center, drop that chin to chest. And lift that head center, left ear to left shoulder. Head to center, drop that chin to chest. Good, lift that head to center. Let's do our half neck circles here. So let's go ahead and drop that chin to chest, right ear to right shoulder, chin to chest, and left ear to left shoulder. Let's take this from side to side. Ooh. It's one of those days, I feel it in all the muscles, all those neck muscles, all at the base of the skull, all the way down into those shoulders, into the traps. The tops of the shoulders. Good, nice neck circles here. Go ahead and drop that chin back to chest. Lift that head center. Let's raise our arms up towards the sky. Reach up through our fingers. So lengthen up if you want to do one arm at a time. Reach up through this. That actually feels really good. Reaching up, reaching up, reaching up, and then reach both of our hands up, lengthen up through this. So lengthening up through that torso. Let's take our legs over to the right. So to the right side of that chair, take our hands and take them to the top of the back of our chair. And let's use our hands on the back of the chair as leverage to spinal twist deeply into this. Oh, yeah, this is a favorite. This one is so good. I always forget how good this stretch this is and how deep you can get into this without hurting yourself. So let's go ahead and breathe it here. Inhale it deeply and exhale it out. And big deep inhale. And exhale it out. Reach those arms back up. Reach our fingers back up to the ceiling. Our legs are going to come back to center, and then let's move our legs over to the left. And let's take those hands, place them on the back of the chair. And let's get that twist into the left side. Feel that. Maybe recognize if one side is tighter than the other, or if they're both just equally feeling really good as you're stretching into this. And breathe. This is such a good stretch for that torso, those abdominals, our lats, our scapula, and breathe it here. Let's inhale it and exhale it and inhale it again and exhale it out. We're going to lift those arms back up, reach our fingers back up to the ceiling. Still taking ourselves, we are in the center of our chair. Let's clasp our hands together, press our palms towards the sky. And maybe you could reach up a little bit further. This actually gets even more of a stretch because we've got our palms facing up and our hands clasped. Now we're getting an even deeper stretch in the forearms, in those elbows, and those shoulders. So lengthening up through that and up through that rib cage as well. Good, let's do our side breath here. So let's add in our autonomic nervous system. So get that nervous system engaged. Let's inhale it deeply here. And sigh it out. 2 more times. Inhale it deeply. And big sigh out. 1 more big deep inhale. And sigh it out. Good. Let's bring those clasped hands out in front of us. Good. And then stop hands. And let's rotate wrists. And rotate the other way. And just having to hold our arms up like this. Good. Strengthening. And good for that core. We're just having to hold this. Let's take our arms out to the side. We see this in our peripheral vision. We see our arms in our peripheral. Let's take our palms up, make some fists, roll those knuckles in, and then exaggerated bicep curl. So it's just that overly exaggerated bicep curl. Our thumbs, if they can touch your shoulders, then go for it. We're gonna do a seated cat and cow. So we're gonna open up our chest, arch our spine right here. And let's round that, or not rounding, arching. We'll round it in a second. So arching, it feels really good. And then now let's go ahead and round, elbows together. Oh yeah, let's add our breath. Inhale and open, exhale and round. 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 Good, bring this back to neutral, spine back to neutral. Sit this up tall, open those arms back up, press our palms, or have our palms facing down, and let's do a little bit of flying. So a little bit of our arms just going up and down, up and down, up and down. Just a little small movement. This is getting some blood flow going to those shoulders, going to those arms, and maybe make some circles. So we're circling one way, I'm circling forward, just tiny circles, and then circle backwards, tiny circles backwards. So adding a little bit of Pilates arms here, and you might feel that in your shoulders, in your arms, very good. Let's bring this center, palms up, palms down, and then release this down. Good, shake that out. Roll those shoulders out. Let's add in our seated sun salutations. So if you're using blocks, go and place those blocks where you want them. Let's sit it up nice and tall. Let's inhale and sweep our arms up, and exhale, dive it down and over in a nice seated forward fold, bellies resting on the thighs. If that's not available to you, you can always feel free to have a pillow or blankets between your thighs and belly. Put our hands on those blocks. Let's go ahead and inhale. Lengthen through our spine and lengthen through our arms. Oh, good long spine stretch right here. And then release this back into that forward fold. Inhale and sweep our arms up. Exhale, dive it down and over. Inhale and lengthen through the spine. Exhale and release. Inhale and sweep our arms up. Exhale, dive it down and over. Inhale and lengthen. Exhale and release. Inhale and sweep our arms up. Exhale, dive it down and over. Inhale and lengthen. Let's hold this lengthening, and you can exhale while we are holding. Let's go ahead and press our right hand into our right block, and let's twist open with the left. Now your mobility may not be very good so far yet, but we actually, from these, that shoulder is a little bit more warm. So just trying to find where that works for you. Ooh. And maybe the more you go up, the more I'm going up, the more I'm feeling it in my lats. So you'll be able to feel this in different spots. But trying not to crunch it up so much that you're like crunching that neck. If just going to where your mobility is letting you go, comfortably uncomfortable. Go ahead and release that and relax. Inhale and lengthen. Exhale and release. Inhale and sweep our arms up. Exhale, dive it down and over. Inhale and lengthen. Hold this here. Let's exhale. We're going to do that right side again. So let's go ahead and press our right hand into that right block, lifting our left arm open and breathing. Maybe your arm can go a little bit higher, maybe not. Listening to your body. This is your practice. And again, comfortably uncomfortable, maybe challenging yourself a little bit. You've got to go lower and then lift higher. Go ahead and release that and relax. Inhale and lengthen. Exhale and release. Inhale and sweep our arms up. Exhale, dive it down and over. Inhale and lengthen. Good. We're exhaling while we're holding here because now we're going to go to the other side. So let's take our left hand, place our left hand into block, opening with that right. And remember, if your mobility, if you don't have that all the way up, that's okay. Listening to your body, to your joints. But we're also trying to be balanced here. So we're trying to get to the same height that we got on the other side. If that's not happening, that's okay too. But that's our goal, is so that we're balanced on each side. Good, go ahead and release that and relax. Inhale and lengthen. Exhale and release. Inhale and sweep our arms up. Exhale, dive it down and over. Inhale and lengthen. Let's hold this here again. Take that left hand, press it right back into that block, and let's open right again. Oh, yeah, and breathe. And then release that. Good. Inhale and lengthen. Exhale and release. Inhale and sweep our arms up. Exhale, dive it down and over. Inhale and lengthen. Exhale and release. Inhale, sweep our arms up. Bring our hands to prayer. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale and lift this up. Exhale, dive it down and over. Inhale and lengthen. Exhale and release. Inhale and sweep our arms up. Bring our hands to prayer. Exhale, hands to heart. Good. Staying right here, sit yourself up even taller. So that means if you need to sit yourself up on your glutes taller, lengthen up through that torso, through that spine. Let's inhale deeply here. As we exhale, we're going to hinge at our hips and do a spinal twist. So let's take that right elbow to that left thigh, or that is the goal, is to try and get that elbow or that tricep, right tricep or right elbow to that left thigh. Pressing our hands together. Maybe you're able to look your eyes up towards the ceiling. Maybe you're able to have that head in almost an inverted position. Almost, maybe. Trying to figure out, is my head lower than my heart? Maybe a little bit. It feels a little inversion-y right now. And breathe. Good, let's bring this back to center. Inhale and sweep our arms up. Exhale, dive it down and over. Inhale and lengthen. Exhale and release. Inhale and sweep our arms up. Bring our hands to prayer and exhale, hands to heart. Good, sit this up tall, maybe even taller than you just did. So the tallest that you can get, sit that up, pull those abdominals in. Let's inhale right here. As we exhale, we're hinging right at that hip crease, and let's twist it over to the right. Trying to get our left elbow, left tricep to that right thigh. And then go ahead and bring this back to center. Inhale and sweep our arms up. Exhale, dive it down and over. Inhale and lengthen. And exhale, release. Inhale and sweep our arms up. And release our arms to our sides. Good, roll our shoulders back. And then go ahead and roll that forward. All right, how about our legs? So let's get our legs involved here. You can move those blocks if you need to. Sitting up nice and tall, let's go ahead and get into our staff pose. So one of our most difficult poses, but trying not to get up against the back of the chair yet. Trying to flex through those feet. Let's lengthen up through our arms. We've got this capital L here. Yep, that's a lot of strengthening for those legs. Let's breathe it here. Inhale it deeply and exhale. 2 more times, inhaling it deeply and exhale. And 1 more time, inhale it deeply and exhale. Good, let's go ahead and release our arms, keeping our feet flexed. Let's do our hamstring curl and our leg extension for 8. So curl this in and extend. There's 7. Curl this in and extend. There's 6. Curl this in and extend. There's 5. Curl this in and extend. There's 4. Curl this in and extend. There's 3. Curl this in and extend. There's 2. Curl this in and extend. Let's do 1 more. So curl this in and extend. Good. Go ahead and point those toes and flex those feet and point those toes and flex those feet and point those toes and flex those feet. Good. And then go ahead and release that. Very nice. You can shake that out. Now we can sit against the back of the chair. Let's bring our right leg in and give that right leg a nice hug. So hugging that in, wrapping that left arm around our right leg. Let's go ahead and turn this, twisting it to the right. Oh, that feels good. Feels good, feels good, feels good on that hip flexor and on my back. It's a good back stretch today. And breathe. Good, let's go ahead and twist it the other way. So twisting to the left. And bring that back to center. Very nice. Let's go ahead and go into our piriformis or our hip flexor stretch. Let's take our right ankle to our left thigh, sitting ourselves up nice and tall. Let's begin to hinge forward before our shoulders start to round. So just hinging forward, leading with that chest so that you get that good stretch right there in that hip flexor, good opening. And we're going to add in our breath and some movement. But right now we're just finding that spot right before our shoulders start to round, right before we lose that engagement. Because once those shoulders start to round, everything goes up into here rather than staying down in our backs and in our hips. So we just want to lead with that. All right, let's add in that breath. So sitting ourselves up nice and tall against the back of the chair, deep breath, inhale. As we exhale, hinging this forward. Ooh, and maybe you can go a little deeper in that hinge. Inhale it up tall. And exhale, hinge. Inhale it up tall. And exhale, hinge. Inhale it up tall. And exhale, hinge. And 1 more time, inhale it up tall. And exhale, hinge. Very good. Let's release that. Let's go ahead and take that foot, right heel, to the left corner of the chair so that we've got our shoelace. It's our shoelace position. Let's wrap that left arm back around that right. Feel that in the hip. Hip flexor, hip IT band, glute. Oh, lots of stuff right there. And breathe. So good. And then let's twist it to the other side. Ooh. Very nice. Bring that back to center. Give yourself a nice big hug once again. And then let's go ahead and release that. Shake that out and scoot ourselves forward because we're going to go back into staff pose. So let's lengthen out through those legs, flex through our feet, reach up through our arms. We've got 3 breaths here. Inhale it deeply and exhale it out. And deep inhale and exhale it out. And one more time, deep inhale and exhale it out. Good, release that. And hamstring curl, leg extension. Let's go for 8 and extend. Here's 7 and extend. Here's 6 and extend. It's 5 and extend. It's 4 and extend. It's 3 and extend. Last 2 and extend. One more. Let's hold this extension, hold this here, point our toes, flex our feet, 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 and release. Shake that out. Very nice. You can sit up against the back of the chair and go ahead and bring our left leg in this time and give that left leg a big hug. Oh yeah, that feels good. Let's wrap that right arm around and twist. Good, twist it towards the other side, so twisting it to the right. And bring that back to center. Let's go ahead and go into our piriformis. So let's take that ankle to that thigh, sitting ourselves up tall, and begin to hinge this forward. Oh. So before those shoulders start to round. Hinging that, yes. Outer hip, hip flexor, glute, very good. And sit that up tall. Let's sit it up against the back of the chair and add in our breath. So let's inhale it here. And exhale, hinge. And inhale it up. And exhale, hinge. And inhale it. And exhale, hinge. And inhale it one more time. And let's exhale, hinge. Ooh, very good. And then release that. Let's take that heel, left heel to the right corner of the chair. Let's wrap that right arm around. Oh, hip flexor, IT band, glutes. There we go. On this other side. And breathe. And then switch up, switch sides. Good. And bring this back to center and go ahead and release that. Very nice. Shake that out. All right, let's prepare ourselves for our seated or supported crescent. So move that. There we go. Let's take ourselves over to the left side of the chair. Our right leg is on that chair. Let's take our left leg behind us. Keep our, let me move my chair forward. There we go. Okay. Keep our toes pressed into the floor. Keep our heel lifted. We find that wonderful, oh, that feels good. Wonderful supported crescent right here. And because we've got that support of the chair, we can even get a deeper back bend here than you normally would, because that, especially that front leg is supported. So maybe you're able to lean back a little bit. Let's go ahead and take that right hand and drop that to the chair. Let's reach this over. And then let's windmill our hands, take them right to the hips. And we've got that wonderful stretch. Torso twist. And then go ahead and bring that back to center. Let's take that right leg, place it onto the seat of the chair. So you give that right leg the whole seat of the chair. Let's take our left leg off to the side. And now let's take it right center and stretch up through that. Very good. So reaching up, lengthening out through that leg. Let's take our right hand back down to the chair, reach over again. Oh, that feels very good too. And breathe. Good. Let's go ahead and windmill this arm and reach that right arm over. And release that. And now let's go into our pigeon, supported pigeon. So go ahead and turn our hips so they're square towards the seat of that chair. Back leg, just like we used for our crescent. So we've got our toes pressed into the floor, our heel lifted. And let's reach up center again. Ooh. And then let's go into a forward fold this time. So either on those hands, on elbows, or all the way forward. I like to use a block. You don't have to use a block. If you're able to hang over, then feel free. And breathe. And let's press ourselves back up. Reach back up through those arms. Ah, so good. And then release that. Good. Let's take our right leg off to the side. And we'll go into our warrior legs. So there we go. All right, we've got a nice warrior two legs. Our front knee is bent, back leg is straight, arms are out, face is relaxed. Our supported warrior two. And breathe. Very strong here. Strong arms, strong torso, strong legs, relaxed face. Let's drop our back arm, take our palm up, peaceful warrior, and reach. And let's take this to side angle pose. So taking our arm down, reach that other arm over. Nice side angle. And bringing ourselves up. Good, relax that face. And then release that, very nice. Let's take ourselves over to the other side. So taking ourselves over to the right. Our left leg is on that chair, right leg is behind us, our heel is lifted. Toes are pressed into the floor and find our supported crescent on this right side. Very good. Reach up through that. Again, maybe you're able to work on a little bit of a back bend here. And you may not even think it's a back bend. If you are pressing your belly out, chest out, and lengthening up through that, you are getting a back bend. So that's a little back bend right there. Let's drop our left hand down, reach this over. And then let's go ahead and twist this. Good, bring this back to center. Very nice. Let's take that left leg, give that left leg the chair, take our right leg off to the side, center our weight, or center our torso and reach up through the center. Good. Let's lift that up. Not forgetting to breathe. Let's go ahead and take that left hand and drop that down again to the left side of the chair. And reach over, so nice long line from our fingers down to our toes, or heel, or blade of the foot. And then go ahead and windmill that and reach this over. And release that. Good. Let's go ahead and turn ourselves into our pigeon. So heel is lifted in the back, reaching up. That feels very good too. Oh, and then let's go ahead and forward fold it here. So either on the hands, on the elbows, or all the way forward. And breathe. And pressing ourselves up. Let's take our left leg off to the side and find our warrior two hooks. So strong here, strong legs, strong arms, strong torso, face is relaxed. Breathe it in this warrior two. Dropping our back arm, take our palm up, peaceful warrior. And let's take it into side angle. So bring this over. Very nice. Breathe. And bring ourselves back up. Relax that face. And then release that. Let's keep our hips open. So take our blocks right there to the inside of the feet, right hand on that right block, and let's go ahead and open this up. Hip opener with a spinal twist. And breathe. This is a good one. Good, let's sweep this up center and then drop this down and take it to the other side, opening that up. And then go ahead and release that. Good, let's bring those legs together. And taking our blocks here, we're gonna go into our standing forward fold. So let's sweep our arms up, exhale, dive it down and over, belly on those thighs, feet pressed into the floor, hands on our blocks or on the floor, whatever's working for you. And let's go ahead and lift our glutes up off of the chair. So let's take those glutes up off of the chair into our first standing forward fold. Oh, and feel the backs of those legs stretch. I for sure feel that in my calves, in my hamstrings, the backs of my knees. Oh, yeah, and my back. Let's go ahead and lengthen through the spine into a nice tabletop and then release that. Good. Take a seat back into the chair. Inhale and sweep our arms up. Exhale, dive it down and over, hands back to blocks. Press through our feet. Let's go ahead and lift our glutes up off the chair, standing forward fold. Good, inhale, tabletop. Exhale and release. Take a seat back in that chair. Inhale and sweep our arms up. Exhale, dive it down and over. Good, press our feet into the floor. Glutes lift back up off of the chair. Nice standing forward fold. Inhale, tabletop. Exhale and release. Now our head has been low. So take ourselves up nice and slow here. Inhale and sweep this up nice and slow. And then let's exhale, dive it down and over. Inhale, tabletop. Exhale and release. Inhale, sweep our arms up, and let's go ahead and cactus our arms back as we exhale. Find it. Imagine we can touch our shoulder blades. Inhale and lift this up. Exhale, dive it down and over. Inhale, tabletop. Exhale and release. One more time, cactus. Inhale and sweep our arms up. Exhale, cactus. Imagining we can get those shoulder blades to touch. Oh, inhale and lift. Exhale, dive it down and over. Hold this here. Inhale, lengthen into a nice tabletop. In this tabletop, you can exhale while we're here. Press our right hand into block. Spinal twist with the standing. So this is definitely different because we do a seated spinal twist, but standing's a little bit harder, and you can feel that stretch right there in that left calf. I'm feeling it all over. This is a hard one. Good, go ahead and release that and relax. Inhale, tabletop. Hold this tabletop. Press our left hand into that block and reach our right arm up. Ooh, yeah, that's a good one. And then release that. Good. Inhale, sweep our arms up big. And release our arms to our sides. Good. We can scoot back onto our mat. So you can move your chair off to the side. Grab one block and have that block where you can grab it. But let's see. Oh, yes. So we're standing up nice and tall. So standing in a mountain. So our toes are gripping onto the floor. Heels are right underneath us. Standing up nice and tall. Let's go ahead and reach those arms up. Reach and lengthen up through that. Drop our right hand to our side and kind of glue that hand to your thigh. And we are going to allow that hand, well, it's kind of glued because we're allowing it to slide down our thigh. So as we are stretching here, we're allowing that hand to slide down the thigh, but our feet are firmly gripping into the floor. Ooh, get this good torso side stretch. Breathe it here. And then inhale and sweep this up. It's always the ones that look simple that aren't quite so simple. Let's drop that left hand down, and again, kind of gluing it. It's right there attached to your thigh, and let that hand slide down the thigh as you take yourself. Ooh, side stretch. Feet are gripping onto the floor. And breathe. Good, good, good. Oh, and sweep this up, bring palms together, and then go ahead and bring hands to heart. Good. We're going to, because we did our warriors, we're going to do our warriors without chair. So let's take our legs nice wide, and we're going to find ourselves in our warrior two. So let's take our right foot to the right side of the room. Left foot comes in slight angle. Line that heel with that arch. So front heel is lined up with our arch. Let's go ahead and find our warrior two legs. So bend through that front knee and opening up through our arms. Everything we did on the chair with our warriors, we're going to do standing. So adding in a little bit more challenge here. So we've got that nice lengthened proud warrior. Let's do our reverse warrior. So let's drop our back arm, take our palm up, peaceful reverse warrior right there. You wouldn't even know that the chair's not there, right? Go ahead and take that arm, side angle. This is the one. Take it into that side angle pose and reach. Yeah, this one's a little bit more difficult without the support of that chair, and that's okay. This is how we build that strength. Very good. And we've already had our practice today being on that chair, so we know exactly how it feels. Good, and then let's bring ourselves back up, proud warrior. And then release the arms, release the leg. Take both of our toes to the front, Toes are gonna go slightly inward, sweep our arms up. Let's dive this down and over. That block is there just for support if you need it in this nice wide-legged forward fold. Good. You can just dangle here. Enjoy this inversion. Head being lower than the heart. This is kind of your reset button right here. Yeah, let's inhale into a nice tabletop. Exhale and release. Inhale and sweep our arms up. And let's go ahead and release our arms to our side. And then let's take our left foot to the left side. Right foot comes in slightly. So we're lining ourselves up for our warrior two legs. Heel is lined up with the back foot arch, right foot arch. And then let's go ahead and take ourselves into our proud warrior legs without that chair. Good. So we've got this nice proud warrior, face is relaxed. So it's a good challenge. Let's drop that back arm, take our palm up, peaceful warrior reach. And now we go into our very hard one, our side angle. So taking that arm right to that thigh, other arm over. It's really easy to try and put all of our weight onto this thigh, onto this left thigh, but we want to have our weight centered in our legs so that we barely have that arm resting. I know it feels like I want to put all my weight there. Try not to. Try and use those legs more. Good, and then bring ourselves back up. Proud warrior. And then release that leg. Both toes to the front again and slightly inwards. That protects our knees. Let's do a wide-legged forward fold. Inhale, dive it down and over as you exhale. Relax that head and neck. Inhale and lengthen, tabletop. Exhale and release. Inhale and sweep our arms up. And release our arms to our sides. Very good. Shake that out. Nice job. We're going to take ourselves down onto our backs and go with our legs up on our chair into our inversion. So our shoulder stand, modified shoulder stand. And then we'll take ourselves to our final relaxation. So grab whatever you need for that. You'll need a block for our legs. And then if you've got an eye pillow, regular pillow, blankets, whatever you need when we get to that relaxation part. So let's take ourselves down onto the floor, nice and close to that chair. Legs come up onto that chair. Glutes very close to the chair. And let's go ahead and take that block, or if you've got hard pillows or a rolled up, another rolled up mat. We're taking this right underneath the sacrum for support. So that's right underneath that low back where your belt would be at. And you can have palms facing up, palms facing down. It's up to you today, wherever it feels best for you. My arms are cold today. So maybe I'll have my belly or my hands on my belly, but no, I'll have them out to the side. But let's, when you're ready, bring our legs up into our wonderful inversion. Our modified shoulder stand. Love this. And you can do whatever you want with those feet here. You can point and flex those toes. You can rotate those ankles. If you want to mess with those legs and have those feet together, knees apart. If you want to have the legs apart, if you want to scissor the legs, you can do whatever you want, or you can find stillness here. So whatever you want in this inversion with the legs above the heart. So good. Breathe. Breathing deeply here. And then go ahead and release one leg, release the other leg. Let's take that right ankle, place it onto left thigh, and then go ahead and press that inner thigh away. So right hand is pressing that away. And then release that. Let's switch sides. So let's take our left ankle to our right thigh and press that inner thigh away. And then release that. Very nice. All right, let's go ahead and take that block out from underneath us. And you can scoot that chair away and find whatever you need for final relaxation. If you've got that iPillow, EY pillow, or regular pillows or blankets, whatever you're using, find that. Place those things where you want them. And then begin to lengthen through our legs towards one end of the room. Let's reach through our arms, through our fingers towards the other end of the room. Add a few inches to your height here. Maybe you're able to lift that rib cage, that low back up off of the floor. Really, really reach here. Reach and lengthen. Take a big, deep inhale. And with an exhale, allow yourself to sink, to settle. Let those feet fall open, arms open off to the side. Heart is open towards the sky, moving into that relaxation. These few moments of quiet, of silence, beginning to slow everything down, slowing that breath down, finding the rhythm of your breath. Maybe you can even find the rhythm of your own heartbeat. Just quieting everything, relaxing everything. Release your jaw. Breathe. And still relaxing. Let's go ahead and bend our knees. Tuck that tailbone under. Let that low back press into the And drop those knees over to your most comfortable side. Take yourself onto your side for a breath or two here. And then let's slowly begin to bring ourselves up, sit ourselves up into a strong seated pose. While lengthening up through that spine, through that torso. Let's inhale and sweep our arms up. Bring our hands to prayer and exhale. Eyes following our fingers, take our chin to chest. Lift our head to center, take our fingers to forehead. As we leave today, let us think thoughts of truth. Take our fingers to our lips. As we leave today, let us speak words of love. Take our hands to our hearts. As we leave today, let our lives be a light of truth and a light of love, having hearts of compassion and mercy, knowing that we have not been given a spirit of fear, but the spirit of love and a sound and peaceful mind. Inhaling it deeply and cleansing exhale. And one more time, big deep inhale. And big cleansing exhale. And have a blessed